Today, I want to talk to you about some tricks that you can use to give your vocals more life, emotion, and pop.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you want to see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
So this is a song I produced called Lay It Down by an artist named Max Mannon. I'll leave a link to the song down below so you can check it out. So this is a pretty laid-back song, but I used a handful of tricks to keep the vocals engaging throughout. Some extra pizzazz. Let's take a listen to this first pre-chorus into the chorus without any of the extra pizzazz.
There's no need to carry this around. You've got me. Come lay your burdens down. Lay it down. Throw it out. If you want to see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down. Turn it around. If you want to see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
Now, before we get into this fun stuff, you probably want to know how this was recorded. It was recorded using a Bach U95 through an API 512, hitting a Hairball 1176 compressor. Maybe not the fanciest vocal chain in the world, but definitely nothing to scoff at. Your front-end signal chain is really important for pristine vocals, but you can make do with a cheaper setup. I'm going to make a video specifically on how to make vocals recorded on a cheap mic sound good. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Okay, let's dive in.
Got me. Come lay your burdens down. Lay it down. Throw it out.
So these vocals are great. However, they feel a little plain right now, a little bland. Let's add some pizzazz. Okay, the first thing you might notice looking at these vocals is that there are two channels for the lead. I've got the vocal lead, and then I've got the vocal bridge and pre-chorus channel. Signal chain-wise, they're very similar. However, there have been some spatial changes to the reverb synths between these two tracks. It also gives us space to add this little overlap. That allows the vocalist to sing the full end of the word, hold it out a little bit before we transition into the chorus. Excellent little trick.
Down, lay it down.
All right, now to make that first line really pop, we added a dub, which is just a recording of that chorus all over again, stacked on top.
Down, lay it down. Throw it out.
We actually recorded this entire song double, but it was a little too much, definitely through the verses and the pre-choruses. We wanted those to be really tight and really intimate and grow a little bit in the choruses. If I unmute the dub throughout this whole chorus, you'll hear that it's a little bit too much. Let's listen to it with that dub.
Down, lay it down. Throw it out. If you want to see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
So it does make the vocal feel bigger and more full, but it doesn't leave us anywhere really to go, and no words in particular stick out. It's just this chunky, thick vocal. So let's mute this section again. That first phrase, lay it down, just pops out of the speakers.
Lay your burdens down. Lay it down. Throw it out. If you want to see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
Now for some super fun stuff. I've added some effects tracks that really make this magical. On the first track, we've got Vocal Synth 2, and you can see that it's on auto mode. More often than not, when I'm using Vocal Synth, I will use the MIDI mode as opposed to auto mode. However, in this case, it really worked better to use the auto mode so it follows the vocals very quickly and perfect. So let's take a listen to what this sounds like by itself.
Lay it down.
Lots of verb. So the only thing going on here is we've got Polyvox enabled. That's it. Just a little tweak on the format to pitch it up a little bit, some distortion, and that's it. It doesn't need to be super crazy because we're building this up as the song progresses. I've got that pan to one side. On the other side, we've got one of my favorite plugins of all time, Little Alter Boy. Now, these settings for Little Alter Boy are the business, okay? Pitch, octave up, format, down. It depends on where it feels good for the particular key and vocalist, how the vocalist sounds and how it reacts, and then the drive just cranked up, and that gives us this sound. Oh, I just love it. It's so emotional. Now we add those, and we've got a little left-right spread. And then let's listen to this whole thing with all of these additions.
Lay your burdens down, lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now, lay it down.
Doesn't it just makes those sections pop out so much more.
Warn me about mistakes you have made. The guilt and shame's been taken away. You are not mistakes you have made. I love you just the way that you came.
So you can hear in the verse, everything strips back down. It's all the way down to just one channel. That's it. That gives us space to build up for the second chorus again. For the second chorus, we've added significantly more stuff to the vocal. The first thing we've added is we've included that dub to the entire section. We're also being a little bit more heavy-handed with where we're putting that vocal synth. The little Altar Boy track is still just hitting those key lines, but we're progressing things. It's not the exact same as the first chorus. All right, let's take a listen.
Never be alone. Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down, turn it around. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
Now, to really give the vocal weight in this section, we've also added a low harmony. Let's take a listen to what that sounds like by itself.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
So very simple, pretty soft, but let's listen to it in context, and you really hear that that just increases the overall vibe of everything.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
And here's again, without all that pizzazz.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
And with
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down, turn it around.
starting to feel super lush, and we build things up even more for the third chorus. Let's listen to the bridge really quick.
I know it can be hard to pour out your heart. Show me all your scars, show me all your broken parts. I know it can be hard to pour out your heart. You made it this far, don't you know who you are?
We've added in vocal synth, again, to keep things fresh and evolving throughout the song. We've also done this very neat little trick down here. See this little guy?
You made it this far, don't you know who you are? Lay it.
You want the saxophone. You want the saxophone. So why not just use a regular delay? This is basically just doing a delay throw. Listen to it soloed.
Made it this far, don't you know who you are?
Except it's not just a regular delay. So what we've done here is tuned this really hard with Waves Tune. You can use Auto Tune. I have them both, so they just kind of whatever I feel like using at the time. Squishing it a little bit more with another compressor. And here's the sauce. Little Altar Boy with a little bit lower format than what would be natural. Let's take a listen to that without the Little Altar Boy.
You made it this far, don't you know who you are?
So that just sounds like a regular delay, and it's not very interesting. But when you add this,
You made it this far, don't you know who you are?
Gives it some vibe, makes it feel like a different take. It's just steezy, steez. Keeps things interesting, keeps things moving. It's not all just down. Gives it a little sense of building, but you're not going over the top. Not getting crazy yet. You're gonna save that for this explosive chorus that's gonna come in at the end, and this is where it gets real pizzazzy.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down, turn it around. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
So there's this beautiful saxophone part that comes in, and that wants to grab your attention because it's epic. So how do we keep the vocals interesting? A little more pizzazz. So you can see, compared to the second chorus, there's a lot more going on in this third chorus. We've kept that dub that we added in the second chorus all the way through this third chorus, and then we've added a second dub with some auto-tune on it. A lot of auto-tune on it. Let's take a listen to what that sounds like by itself.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
Now that by itself might have worked for a lead vocal in 2009, but it's 2023, suckers. It does work super well as a layer. Let's just take a listen with the other layers muted and just the lead vocal and that auto-tune dub.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
So it's not super aggressive. It's not very loud in the mix, but what it does where it's at right now is just make the vocals feel a little bit otherworldly. And when we add that with the other dub, we get this.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now.
The last thing that we've done here to really make this feel special is added 2 harmonies and pushed them out to the sides. This is the money right here. Take a listen to this.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
Now here's the trick with these harmonies. Don't tune them, or tune them very little. If they needed to be tuned, I would tune them just a little bit. So you can tell these aren't perfectly tuned.
Lay it down, throw it out.
There's a little bit of differences in there. That's a similar effect to adding like a bunch of voices onto a synthesizer that are detuned. Same principle, but with vocals. And you can stack this up. It doesn't just have to be 2 tracks. That's what worked for this song. But you could do 16 harmonies if you wanted to. So let's listen to that again.
Lay it down, throw it out. If you wanna see it start turning around, you better lay it down now. Lay it down.
If you found this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you left a thumbs up and subscribed. Also, drop a comment below of what you want me to cover next, because I am here to help you make better music. See you in the next one.
Lay it down.
Pizzazz.